Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I'm so excited to bring you some very important news today regarding Social Security and some major updates that Congress has passed recently. Now, I know that a lot of people rely on Social Security payments, and we are about to dive into some numbers that could seriously impact your monthly budget. So, make sure you stay tuned because this information could mean extra money in your bank account very soon. As you know, Social Security benefits have been a lifeline for millions of Americans, particularly retirees, people with disabilities, and surviving spouses. But for some of you, these checks might have just gotten a little bigger. Yes, that's right, Congress has announced an update that will change the amounts, and the good news is, there are scheduled direct deposits happening for eligible recipients. We're talking about anywhere between $2,500 to $4,250, depending on your specific situation, and the first deposits will be arriving soon. In today's video, we'll break down everything you need to know about these Social Security checks, when you can expect them, who qualifies, and most importantly, how much money you're going to receive. We will also talk about the exact deposit dates you should mark on your calendar, how this change will affect your future payments, and why this is a huge step forward for the millions of Social Security recipients in the United States. Before we dive into the amounts and deposit dates, let's first talk about why these changes are happening. Social Security payments are a vital source of income for over 70 million Americans, many of whom rely on these benefits to cover basic living expenses like food, housing, and medical bills. But over the years, inflation has been pushing the cost of living higher, and many Social Security recipients have struggled to keep up with the increased expenses. Congress, recognizing this challenge, passed a new bill aimed at providing some financial relief. The legislation, which was signed into law recently, is designed to adjust Social Security benefits to better reflect the current economic realities. In short, Social Security recipients will see an increase in their checks, with the exact amount depending on their individual circumstances. The increase is largely due to inflation, as the Consumer Price Index has been climbing. Inflation, as you probably know, means that the cost of goods and services rises, and wages often don't keep pace. As a result, seniors and people on fixed incomes are finding it harder to make ends meet. By raising Social Security payments, Congress hopes to provide a much-needed buffer against rising living costs. What's interesting about this change is that it's not just a one-time adjustment. These payments will continue, and if inflation continues to rise in the future, there could be additional increases. This is part of a broader effort by Congress to make sure Social Security benefits continue to serve their purpose and provide a decent standard of living for people who depend on them. Now, let's talk about the most exciting part: how much money will you receive? The new legislation has set the stage for an increase in Social Security payments, and the amount will vary depending on a few factors, including your work history, the number of years you've paid into the Social Security system, and your current Social Security benefit amount. For some recipients, the new Social Security check could be anywhere from $2,000 to $4,250 per month. But how do we get to these numbers? Let's break it down. Work history. Social Security payments are based on your work history and how much you've paid into the system over the years. The more you worked, and the more you paid into Social Security, the higher your benefits will be. Full retirement age. Your payment amount will also depend on your full retirement age, which is typically around 66 to 67, depending on your birth year. If you take Social Security before reaching this age, your monthly benefits will be reduced. However, if you delay claiming Social Security past your full retirement age, you could receive even higher monthly payments. Type of benefit. There are different types of Social Security benefits, such as retirement benefits, survivor benefits, and disability benefits. Each of these benefits has different payment structures. If you qualify for disability benefits or survivor benefits, your payment amount could vary based on your situation. Cost of living adjustment, COLA. Every year, Social Security payments are adjusted to account for inflation through a process called COLA. This year, because of rising inflation, Social Security payments are seeing an even larger increase, making the checks that much more helpful for recipients. So, based on these factors, the amount you could receive will vary. But rest assured, these increases are designed to provide some much-needed relief to people on fixed incomes. Now, let's get into the specifics of when the money will hit your account. We've heard a lot of confusion about the exact dates of the Social Security deposits, so let's clear things up. The good news is that Congress has already scheduled a series of deposit dates for this year. Social Security payments are made on a set schedule, but for this particular increase, there are 3 distinct direct deposit periods that have been confirmed. You can mark these dates on your calendar to ensure you know when to expect the additional funds. First payment deposit. The first set of increased Social Security payments will be made on insert date, so make sure you're checking your bank account on that day. This will be the start of the direct deposit process, and if you're eligible, you should see an increase in your monthly payment right away. Second payment deposit. The second round of deposits will occur on insert date, which will cover those who are eligible for the second cycle of payments. This is especially important for those who may not receive their full payments in the first round, so keep an eye out on this date as well. Third payment deposit. Finally, the third round of payments will be distributed on insert date, completing the full cycle. If you missed the first or second round, don't worry. The final round will ensure that everyone who qualifies will receive their increased payment amount. You'll want to check the exact deposit date for your specific situation, but these 3 rounds of payments should cover the vast majority of Social Security recipients who qualify for the increase. Make sure you're monitoring your account and staying updated so you don't miss out. This is a question I'm sure a lot of you are wondering: do I qualify for these increased payments? The good news is that most Social Security recipients are eligible for the increased amounts. However, there are some specific criteria that need to be met. Retirement beneficiaries. If you are already receiving Social Security retirement benefits, you will likely qualify for the increase. This includes individuals who have reached full retirement age and are receiving monthly payments. Disability beneficiaries. If you're receiving Social Security Disability Insurance, SSDI, benefits, you should also be eligible for the increased payments. The legislation covers people who are unable to work due to disability and rely on Social Security to cover their living expenses. Surviving spouses and family members, widows, widowers, and other surviving family members who are receiving Social Security survivor benefits will also qualify for the increased payments. If you're a surviving spouse and you're receiving benefits, make sure you check your deposit date, as this increase could help provide additional support. Supplemental Security Income, SSI, recipients. People who receive Supplemental Security Income will see an increase as well. SSI benefits are designed for low-income individuals who may not qualify for regular Social Security, but if you're one of these recipients, you will see a bump in your monthly check. So, in short, if you're currently receiving Social Security benefits of any kind, you'll likely qualify for these increased payments. The good news is that Congress made sure to extend this benefit to a broad range of recipients, ensuring as many people as possible are getting some relief. That wraps up everything you need to know about the recent Social Security payment changes, the direct deposit dates, and how much you can expect to receive. This is a major development for millions of Americans who rely on Social Security benefits, and it's encouraging to see Congress taking steps to address the financial challenges many people face today. To recap, if you're a Social Security recipient, you'll soon see an increase in your monthly payments anywhere from $2,000 to $4,250, depending on your situation. The deposits will begin soon, with specific dates already set. Make sure you're keeping track of when your payment will arrive. I hope this video has been helpful in explaining these changes. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments section below, and I'll do my best to answer them. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on Social Security and other important news. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.